Welcome to Our Daily Chews, your go-to podcast for all things nutrition. I'm Lynn Clayton, a registered dietitian, nutritionist, and your host. I help you sort fact from fiction with a research-based and common sense approach to nutrition science. September is Whole Grains Month, so today is a perfect time to give these fiber-filled superheroes the recognition they deserve. Whether you're already a fan of oats and quinoa or just want to learn more, let's break down what whole grains are, their nutritional benefits, and how you can incorporate them into your diet. Now, while grains have been given a bad reputation over the past several years, the truth is they have a lot to offer nutritionally. Yes, grains do contain starch, which gets broken down into sugar or glucose inside the body. And yes, that does cause a rise in blood sugar, whether you have diabetes or not. But just because grains do what they are supposed to do, provide energy, does that mean they are the villain? Of course not. If your body needs the energy and you are burning that energy, it's a good thing. The problem comes when you eat too much, particularly refined grains, and you aren't physically active. Consuming more energy or calories than you need from any food will cause problems like weight gain, higher rise in blood sugar, etc. So today I'm focusing on the benefits of whole grains used appropriately in a balanced diet. What are whole grains? Well, whole grains are seeds or kernels that contain all three parts of the grain kernel: the bran, the germ, and the endosperm. If you think of grain like a house, the bran is the protective roof full of fiber, the germ is the foundation packed with nutrients, and the endosperm is the main living area where energy giving carbohydrates live. The problem with refined grains like white bread and white rice is the bran and germ are stripped away, leaving behind only the starchy endosperm. This means refined grains have been stripped of key nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and healthy fats. Without the protective bran and germ, the starchy endosperm gets broken down more quickly and creates a quicker and often higher rise in blood sugar when eaten. But that's not all. You also miss out on the nutritional benefits of having grains in your diet because the fiber, vitamin A, B vitamins, iron, magnesium, and selenium, which are all key minerals, are removed. That's why refined grains must be enriched, meaning they add back some of the nutrients that are lost when grains are milled down. But they don't add back every nutrient that is lost in the process, leaving you with an inferior food product. Common whole grain options include barley, brown rice, buckwheat, millet, oats, quinoa, and of course, whole wheat. Incorporating these into your diet can boost your nutrient intake. Something as simple as switching from white bread to whole wheat bread can add nutritional benefits with ease. The dietary guidelines for Americans recommend making at least half your grains whole grains. And for a little bit of good news, did you know popcorn is a whole grain? Yay for popcorn. It's a fiber filled snack that's actually good for you, depending on how it's prepared, of course. The benefits of eating our grains whole. We mentioned the nutrients they provide. Let's look at why stripping those away is a bad idea. One of the main reasons whole grains are nutritional powerhouses is their fiber content. Fiber acts like your personal gut janitor, sweeping out waste and helping to keep things clean and healthy throughout your digestive system. But whole grains are also rich in B vitamins like thiamine, niacin, and riboflavin, which help us convert food into energy. And we can't forget about the minerals like iron, magnesium, selenium, and zinc, to name a few. These essential minerals help with everything from bone health to immune support. Studies show that consuming more whole grains has health benefits, including fighting inflammation and reducing the risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, certain cancers, especially colon cancer, and obesity. So, what if you want the nutritional benefits of whole grains, but you have celiac disease or a gluten sensitivity? Then what? The good news is there are gluten free grains that you can enjoy even if you must avoid gluten. Try those less well known grains like amaranth, buckwheat, millet, quinoa, and sorghum. And if the oats are labeled gluten free, they're probably okay too, but just test to see if you react to oats. There are gluten free recipes for everything from bread to pretzels and beyond. So just keep in mind that just because it is gluten free doesn't mean it's healthy. There are plenty of refined gluten free products out there that are just as bad as their gluten containing refined grain counterparts. So focus on the whole versions of gluten free grains like brown rice or quinoa instead of just gluten free labeled breads or snacks that are low in fiber and nutrients. So, how about these grain free diets? Should we be avoiding grains completely? My response to that is why would you? Why do some feel the need to eliminate grains from their diet? There may be many reasons. Some people with gluten sensitivities may feel it is easier to just avoid all grain products rather than risk consuming something contaminated with gluten. And that's a reasonable reason. Others have heard that all grains are bad for a variety of reasons. Whether it's because of the pesticides used on them, genetic modification, or just the idea that humans can survive without grains, there are a variety of thoughts on the topic. Whatever the belief, just keep in mind that if you enjoy grains, whether gluten free or not, there is nothing wrong with incorporating some of these nutritional powerhouses into your diet. Whole grains enjoyed in moderation provide fiber, B vitamins, and several minerals that you may not be getting from other foods, especially if you are eating highly processed foods. So, if you're noticing poor digestion, low energy, or a weakened immune system, try adding some whole grains to your diet and see what happens. Do you incorporate more whole grains into your daily diet? There are several simple and delicious ways to do that. One is to start with breakfast. Breakfast is the perfect meal to add some whole grains. Just swap out those sugary cereals for some whole grain oats or whole wheat toast. Add in some protein and a little fruit, and you have a wholesome way to start your day. At lunch, try adding some quinoa to your salad. At dinner, choose brown rice instead of white, or whole wheat pasta, or brown rice pasta if you're gluten free instead of white pasta. For snacking, enjoy some popcorn instead of chips. You can cook whole grains and use them as side dishes or as a hot cereal. So get creative and enjoy. Here's a gluten free salad loaded with whole grain quinoa that's packed with protein, fiber, and antioxidants. It's a perfect side dish or light lunch. You can always add some grilled chicken or other vegetables as desired to fill you up. You'll need 1 cup quinoa, 2 cups of water or vegetable broth, 1 red bell pepper diced, 1 zucchini chopped, 1 red onion sliced, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, salt and pepper to taste, 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, and some fresh parsley chopped. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You'll rinse the quinoa under cold water, then combine it with your water or broth in a saucepan. Bring it to a boil, reduce the heat, and simmer for 15 minutes until the liquid is absorbed. While the quinoa is cooking, toss the vegetables with olive oil, some garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Spread them on a baking sheet and roast for 20 minutes, stirring halfway through. Once the quinoa is cooked, fluff with a fork and mix the roasted vegetables. Drizzle with some lemon juice and sprinkle with some fresh parsley. Serve warm or cold, or you can enjoy it the next day. This simple and nutritious salad is perfect for lunch or dinner, and it's naturally gluten free. September by enjoying some whole grains and see how you feel. These nutritional powerhouses, packed with fiber, vitamins, and minerals, offer perks like better digestion, heart health, sustained energy, and they can even lower cholesterol and blood sugar levels. They are also beneficial for those trying to lose weight. Just don't overdo it. Whether you're including classic grains like wheat or barley, or exploring gluten free options like quinoa and buckwheat, there are plenty of ways to incorporate nutritious grains into your diet. For more information, check out the Whole Grains Council for in depth resources on the variety and benefits of whole grains. This podcast is sponsored by Clayton Nutrition, a private medical nutrition therapy practice offering telehealth services for those needing nutrition therapy to prevent, treat, or manage chronic health issues. Whether it's diabetes, cardiovascular concerns, food allergies, digestive issues, or weight management, We focus on good nutrition for better health. Check out my resources, blog articles, and one-to-one nutrition services at claytonnutrition.com. This podcast is for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace the advice of your healthcare professional. I recommend you seek help from a trained professional who can work with you in your specific situation.